Just a reminder that this commentary is brought to you by the iPhone game Recess. Simply search Recess in the App Store on your iPhone or iPod Touch to play this simple and addicting game. Set your high score. Play through Facebook to beat the high scores of your friends. There are plenty of ways to have fun with this game by lunch money. And starting now as a bonus for my viewers, simply type in YouTube to the promo tab of the allowance menu in Recess and receive 25 free tokens. Recess is available now in the App Store for your iPhone or iPod Touch. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Lefty from 643 Productions coming at you here with a Black Ops Domination gameplay commentary here, playing with Doug Perkins on Summit, using the gold Mac 11, non-lethal kill streaks, of course, flak jacket, sleight of hand, and Marathon Pro. I like to get around the map, especially on Summit and in Domination. I think Ninja doesn't really serve that big of a purpose as it does in a game like, let's say, Search and Destroy or anything like that. So I'm running Marathon. This gameplay is a little bit edited to remove a dead part where I got a Blackbird and we had the team kind of pinned down, not necessarily spawn trap, but they were pinned down in their spawn and didn't come out, and it was just kind of me not wanting to go in to their spawn to flip it and just kind of running back and forth, and then a guy comes out of nowhere and kills me. And so skip ahead past that part because it's really just dead time, and you know, it's not really that interesting other than you'll get to see how the color correction looks on the snow outside. But I think you guys get to see enough of that during the actual gameplay. Before I get into what I wanted to talk about, I want to remind everybody to go ahead and submit to this week's Fanatical Fridays. Submissions are still open at fanaticalfridays@gmail.com. We are doing another top 10 list. This week's top 10 list topic is the top 10 reasons you know you're watching a commentary by Lefty, by me. And I hope I'm hoping to see some funny stuff from you guys. Feel free, if you must, to take a little jab at me if you want. It's always good to be able to laugh at oneself. Keep it funny, though. I hope you guys can understand that, to try to keep it funny. That's what I'm trying to do here. But it's always good to laugh at oneself. So I hope to see some funny submissions, and we will get going on Fanatical Fridays in a few days. So fanaticalfridays@gmail.com. Get your submissions in. The top 10 reasons you know you're watching a Lefty commentary, and be sure to sign your submissions with a funny name of your choice, and obviously remember that choice for future submissions. Also, I've been looking into upgrading my internet, and lo and behold, despite my initial excitement at learning of the speeds and the things that Verizon's Fios fiber optic internet offered. Oh man, stuff like 25 down, 25 up, 50 down, 50 up. Oh, it's fantastic. And then the big boss internet, 150 down and 35 up, I believe, is one thing I saw. But it is not available in my area. It is not available in the Chicagoland area as of yet. I don't understand why. It seems to me that Chicago would be a pretty populated area that Verizon would want to break into with their ISP service. But you know, there's a lot of things that work there, but I think I'm going to upgrade to Comcast and get the 50 down, 10 up service. And so with that, along with being able to upload faster and grab host a lot more, I'm going to be able to live stream, hopefully, and I want to gauge your interest in me live streaming to see how I play with my buddies, live streaming open lobbies, stuff like that. So let me know in the comments what you think about the prospects of me live streaming. I have to ensure that my computer is able to do it because, as I'm told, you do need a pretty good computer in order to be able to live stream, but I'll see what I can do with my internet connection and the not top of the line, but decent laptop I have and I'm running with. So be on the lookout for that. Again, let me know in the comments what you think. Now, I wanted to talk with you guys about just a little something that I was thinking about, and that is the FAMAS. And I'm not going to rant. I don't want to rant about it. Black Ops is done. It's over. I'm about to call it quits and just go back to Modern Warfare 2 in the lead up to Modern Warfare 3. But you know, I'm not going to rant about it. There's going to be no changes, and I'm not calling for changes to be made. But I just want to point something out and that I thought about. Now, my arguments about what is overpowered and what is not overpowered have largely been based on TTK, which is time to kill. From time 0 of a given engagement, the time it takes for a given weapon to kill an opponent. Now, I have always argued that you must, in these situations, assume accuracy. You have to assume accuracy to be constant for both enemies, or you know, both players in the engagement, in order to best understand how the interplay of the weapons and how they work amongst each other. And some people have scoffed at that notion, saying, "Well, you can't assume accuracy because accuracy is one of the variables that balances out the weapons." And I've always said, well, accuracy can't be the deciding factor in balance. It has to be in the weapon statistics and the damage output abilities. Now, I was thinking about this, and my reasoning for saying that you have to assume accuracy is based on the notion that accuracy is a variable. Accuracy is a variable, so you cannot rely on a variable to balance out weapons, because put a completely overpowered damage output weapon in the hands of even a somewhat skilled player, and there are definite chances to have them running amok with this ability. And here we see a little host migration that I had to edit out. And I was thinking about that. I was like, well, how do I prove this? How do I show this? And it dawned on me after hearing all about MLG and Call of Duty Black Ops and all that. MLG players are pretty damn good. They are. I think if you ask most people in this business, they will not hesitate to say that MLG pros, in terms of ability to put bullets on, or digital bullets on digital targets, they are top notch. There are few that are better than them, outside of the occasional outlier, that doesn't play MLG. But for the most part, they are the best, and they are the human equivalent, in my mind, of what we would assume accuracy. When assuming accuracy in a fictional engagement, which I do with TTK, MLG players kind of do that. They are assumed accuracy because they're just so damn good at the game. And so I thought, well, okay, so if we assume that, if accuracy is assumed, and all that really matters in MLG, assuming that most MLG pros are on about the same level in terms of how good they are at doing that, since accuracy can be safely assumed for the most part, then it would fall back on the weapons. The weapons would become the make or break for engagements, and MLG players, in their drive to win, would want to choose the best weapons that make the most of their accuracy, of their assumed accuracy, which we are assuming here. And I thought about that for a while. I said, yeah, that makes sense. That makes logical sense to me. And so I think all we need to do is look at the weapons that MLG players use for the most part. And in Black Ops, even to this day, that weapon is widely, without a doubt, the FAMAS. The FAMAS is still the most widely used weapon in MLG by almost every MLG pro that I've seen. And I believe, and I want to assert, that is proof positive that the FAMAS was and still is overpowered. Now, again, nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to happen. I don't want to call for patches or anything like that. Okay, the FAMAS is the best weapon, but I think this can serve us going forward when we can see what the MLG players use, because when they don't have to worry about accuracy because they're so good, they are going to rely and fall back on the weapons that rise above the rest. And in the case of the FAMAS, we have seen that bar none, it has risen above every other weapon in Call of Duty Black Ops. And I think that notion that looking at what MLG players do will serve us going forward. But anyway, guys, that's my time. I got to get out of here. Thank you for joining. I hope you enjoy. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/lefty643. Once again, that's twitter.com/lefty643. Also, like up my Facebook fan page at facebook.com/lefty643. Thank you for joining. I hope you enjoyed. I'm out.